Hey, it's Tanisha. Just wanted to do a quick video about everything that's going on right now in the financial markets. So, in case you didn't know, basically what's happening is the hedge funds have been basically shorting certain stocks. So. And I'm going to keep this super simple for those of you who are not familiar with options or stock market terms and things like that. Now, I'm not an options trader. I'm not a stock market trader. But this is really big news. So let me explain to you what's going on. So yesterday, there was a big win for a bunch of average investors. So what's going on, or what happened, was the investors knew that the hedge fund managers were shorting certain stocks, like in GameStop, for example. AMC is another one. There's several others. But basically what that means is that they were betting that the stock price of those stocks would actually fall and that possibly even tank. Like maybe these companies would go out of business. And I think GameStop was one of those that was very close to going out of business before yesterday. So knowing this, a group of investors got together online and they decided to beat Wall Street at their own game and drive up the price of GameStop. And when they did that, it squeezed out the hedge fund managers who had basically had a bunch of leverage even, betting against the stock. And so, of course, the stock price went up, they lost money, and the investors won. So, of course, there's all these people cheering, and that's awesome. If you're one of those people that made money, that's fantastic. Now, you've won a battle, but you did not yet win the war, and here's why. Because the challenge is, even if you're trying to beat them at their own game, you're still playing their game. And so today, the big news was that different apps like Robinhood and TD Ameritrade and a bunch of others have made it so that you cannot invest in GameStop. You cannot invest in GameStop, through their app. Like they're not allowing it. So if you're going to do it, you have to do it another way. And they're also making it difficult to leverage. So they're basically requiring a lot more if you want to do options. If you want to trade options and you want to borrow to invest that, then you have to do 3 times. If you want to do a short-term investment, if it's a long-term, it's like 100%. So basically, in other words, when these average people, and I don't believe any of them were investing hundreds of thousands of dollars or leveraging their homes or anything like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that these are just regular investors investing anywhere from like $25 to maybe $2,000 or something like that. So they're not investing a whole lot of money, but there's millions of them that did this, and so it really caused a huge ripple in the market. So with that being said, is this something that, if you look at it, they won for a minute and there's people that are still trying to buy it and they can't because the rules were changed. I think of this like, Chris and I were talking about this on the way to the office, and I think of this like if you were in a casino, right? You're in a casino in Las Vegas and they say that the dealer always wins. They don't always win, but they do win most of the time. And you're playing poker and you're losing. So you decide to get together with a group of other players, all the other players at this particular casino. You guys meet, you discuss, you figure out how you're going to beat the dealer, and you do, and you win. And whatever strategy you used to win, it was a success. Now you're excited and you think you can do this again. But the problem is now the house knows that you've found a way to win. So now they change the rules. The next time you go in to play poker, the rules have changed. The game has changed. Maybe they use a different deck. I mean, who knows? I mean, they can do whatever they want. It's their casino. So if you really want to win the war, right? If you really want to succeed financially for the long term and not just a quick one, quick win here, I suggest you play an entirely different game, one where the rules can't just keep being changed on you. And so, and if you want to learn more about this, please do yourself a favor and log on to my webinar that's coming up this coming Thursday, where Chris and I talk about how we went from negative $100,000 because of me. I had a lot of debt at the time, and to $3 million net worth in 2 years before I was 30 years old. We're gonna tell you how we did it too, and really it's all about playing a different game and some really practical things that you can do to change the course of your future. So anyway, I just want to do this quick video, how to get this out there, and this is crazy news. I don't believe anything like this has ever happened before, where the market or the regulators have decided to cut off people's ability to invest in a specific stock. I've never heard of that before. The only thing that I've heard was right after, I believe, 9/11, when the stock market stopped, all trading. But that's different, right? This is individual stocks where certain hedge funds are losing. All of a sudden now, for your own protection, you're not allowed to invest in those stocks because you don't really know what you're doing, is what's being said. So keeping that in mind, I don't play in that game. I play an entirely different game, and so do my clients, and I highly suggest you too. So anyway, if you want to learn more, click the link below, but hope you'll stay tuned for a lot more exciting stuff to come this year. All right, bye-bye.